welcome everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to this beautiful program Towards Christ. Towards Christ. I hope you all are doing well, don't you? Today, I would like to invite your attention to a hardworking, intelligent, and honest boy. His literal meaning is God checks me. He had explained many dreams, even of the king. Yeah, you're right. He's none other than Daniel. The story is taken from the Old Testament of the Bible. Once there was a young boy named Daniel from Israel. He was brought to Babylon by King Nebuchadnezzar. When the king took over Israel, he took with him the most intelligent and handsome young boy. Among these were Daniel and his 3 friends. After a training period of 3 years, the king chose Daniel and his 3 friends from all the other men. Over time, Daniel earned the king's trust and affection. He helped the king to solve many problems. He found people's problems and made wise suggestions. Moreover, he was a devout believer of God and prayed 3 times a day without fail. When King DIYA.S.S came into power, he was so happy with Daniel's services. King DIYA.S.S gave Daniel all the responsibilities for running the country. The other ministers and counselors of DIYA.S.S court grew jealous of him. Jealousy made them bitter. The 2 senior men in DIYA.S.S court was Beban and Samuel. They always shared a plan to trap Daniel and to destroy his reputation. So they decided to watch Daniel for a few days. But they were greatly disappointed. They couldn't find anything wrong with him. But they found something. Yeah, he prays 3 times to God facing Jerusalem. Days passed by. Beban and Samuel made a wicked plan to trap Daniel. The next day, they arrived at the king's palace and praised the king to achieve his sympathy. And they said that they had got an excellent idea to find out who are the king's enemies. They added, for 30 days, all should pray to King DIYA.S.S, not to any god or human. If anyone had defied this order, they would be thrown into the lion's den. The king liked this agreement, passed this law and seal on that order. Daniel heard about this new law, but he was loyal to God. He still prayed 3 times a day facing Jerusalem without fail. As soon as the soldiers found Daniel praying to his God, he was caught and brought to the king. The soldiers arrested him. King DIYA.S.S was so sad by hearing the news of Daniel's arrest. He realized that his senior counselors and ministers were plotting at him, but he felt helpless because no one could be exempted from the law once it was written, even the king himself. As soon as the king commanded, Daniel was caught and thrown into the lion's den. But Daniel was not frightened. He entered the den with a smile. But King DIYA.S.S couldn't sleep that night thinking about his friend. The other senior ministers and counselors were so happy that their plan had worked out. They said each other, Daniel is dead. We can come tomorrow and collect its bonds. The next day, as soon as the sun rose, King DIYA.S.S jumped from his bed and approached the den hesitantly. Then he called out Daniel. There was silence for a couple of moments. Suddenly, a voice came from the cave. Yeah, it was Daniel. Yes, Your Majesty. King was overjoyed when he heard Daniel's voice. Daniel replied, My God has sent an angel into the lion's den. The angel shut the mouths of those lions and saved me. My God had indeed saved me. King ordered to open the stone powder. Then slowly Daniel stepped out from the cave. There was not even a single scratch on his body. The news of Daniel spread over the country. King DIYA.S.S was so happy and he went to the court with Daniel. But the ministers and counselors were amazed and stunned. King ordered to throw Beban and Samuel to the same lion's den. The lions pounced on them and killed them instantly, breaking their each and every bone. The king was so happy that his most loved servant is back to the court. Then he reversed the old law and made a new one that all people in Babylon should pray to the living Daniel's God, the God who saved those who serve him. Then Daniel continued to be in DIYA.S.S court for several years. He served the king and he still prayed to God 3 times a day without fail. So my dear friends, what do we learn from this story? Daniel was trustworthy and faithful. He didn't succumb in his circumstances. He placed his trust in God. Daniel's story teaches us to stand firm in our problems and face our trials and tribulations with a smile. He knew that his mighty God will save him. Yes, Daniel's God was mighty. Daniel didn't frighten when he was thrown into the lion's den. Instantly, he entered the den with a smile. The God of Daniel shut the mouth of those lions and saved him. Smile at your problems. Trust God and continue to be faithful, so we can overcome our troubles with a smile. According to William Agar, after every storm, the sun will smile. For every problem, there is a brilliant solution, and the soul's infeasible duty is to be a good cheer. Thank you all for being with us. I'm DIYA.S.S signing off. We can meet till then. Bye. God bless you.